thank you, Russ. Thank you for being here today with us to talk about the change of EB-5 in the very near future. Could you please introduce a bit about yourself?
Sure. Thank you, Annie. I'm Russ Deacon, Managing Director at Pine State Regional Center. We are a regional center that's been around for more than a decade, and part of an organization, an economic development organization that's been around for 70 years doing project finance. So very familiar with this area of project finance. I am on the board of IIUSA, which is the Industry Association for EB-5, and part of an intergroup that's been very definitely and very specifically working on reauthorization of the program as it's coming to expiration.
Okay, so since you are like the board of IIUSA is like the very important like organization on EB-5 industry, so today is perfect. We're talking about the change of EB-5 because nowadays every investor, they got a lot of information on the market. Everybody talking about the deadline of September 2026 and September 2027. So can you please like give the simple explain about those time? Yeah.
Well, I'll give a try on simple. You have two expirations, as you noted. September 30 of 2026 is the expiration of what's called the grandfathering clause, whereby an investor can invest and file their petition by that time, and even if the program doesn't continue, they can continue their adjudication process. The EB-5 program itself, the regional center aspect of it, is authorized through September 30 of 2027, and the program expires at that time. So you really have two different expirations, and what we're working on in Washington right now is trying to just get a conformity of those two expirations and a reauthorization of the program, probably for a 5-year period through 2032.
Okay, so what is like what is time mean to the investor? So from your perspective, that what could be happen after that time, or what the investor, if they are consider about EB-5, what should they think about that time?
Sure. Well, if they are ready to move, if they have the resources, they have the source of funds that is properly documented, and they have a project that they believe in, then there's every reason to go ahead and invest in 2026 before September 30. But it's not a time to freak out, because we do believe that the program will be reauthorized. I've been working quite a bit on trips to Washington, D.C. to meet with members of Congress. Interestingly, most of the members of Congress are saying, I defer to Chuck Grassley, who is the chair of the Senate Judiciary Committee. In my meetings with Senator Grassley's office, he said, where is the White House? So everyone's looking to someone else. Fortunately, my last trip to D.C., I actually had a meeting at the White House with the relevant parties, and they said they were okay with the reauthorization of the program. So I think for the first time in quite a while, we have all the parties agreeing that we want to reauthorize the program. It's good. There was some noise back last year when the gold card concept was introduced. That's still only been noise, really, and I think that the voices that have spoken since that announcement have said EB-5 is a great program, it needs to continue. So I think everyone is properly aligned that the program needs to be reauthorized, will be reauthorized, but you also have other issues, retrogression, that are reasons why you want to go ahead and invest sooner rather than later.
Okay, so I think that the good thing of gold card is just like something wake up somebody, hey, there's something existing here. And before that, they not pay attention on EB-5, but like you say now that a lot of EB-5 projects, they separate like in the many states of US and is provide some good economic impact. So like it's the first time that a lot of congressmen know about that and support it right now, right?
That is so true, Annie. The gold card really woke up the idea of immigration by investment, which is that's the heart of EB-5. but not many in Washington really knew what EB-5 was. With the gold card being thrown out as an idea by President Trump and his Commerce Secretary, it raised the issue of immigration by investment. And you've had a number of commentators that have published articles about the gold card is fine if you want to do that, President Trump, but not at the expense of the EB-5 program. So it's awakened a lot of people of, okay, what is this EB-5 program? And they realize the economic development benefit of it and the fact that you're bringing into the United States educated people, entrepreneurial people, and so I think it's awakened the value of the EB-5, which has been very positive as we've been working on reauthorization.
Okay, so I can summarize like, it's like EB-5 now is proof and grow the voice that he has the real impact on US, and we see very positive future about EB-5 industry. But as you know that there's like when the demand going high, maybe it's gonna be have the backlog and stuff like that. So what you talk to the investor, which means that if you are already about everything sort of fund resourcing and you have the good project that you believe on, so just go ahead and like take your chance in the upfront. Yeah, but if you don't freak out because like we see that is the EB-5 opportunity will be a long-term play. Right.
And the first thing is to visit with Columbus about the opportunities. Because seriously, you know the program, you understand the issues of backlog and grandfathering and expiration of the program and what's going on in Washington and what makes a good project and what to look for, what are the risks, what are the opportunities. So definitely encourage anyone to visit with an Annie before taking the next step.
Thank you very much. So I have a very specific question for you, like because you are working on EB-5 industry for years and you are the head of the fund managed EB-5 projects, wonderful project by the way.
Thank you.
So if you have a relative, very close family relative, that they want to do EB-5, so what you want to give them, what advice you want to give them?
Well, as I said, I would visit with you. I would visit the attorney, but you want to look for a safe project. I think I often say EB-5 investment should be the safest investment that you make. It's not the investment you make for a big financial return. You should understand the project and visit with people who are able to evaluate projects and see different projects and what are the differences that make one maybe a little riskier and others much safer. So visit with smart people as a first step towards making that, because it's a huge step. I mean, it's a huge investment. And so you need to be careful, but it's a wonderful program. And countless numbers of people have found their way to the United States, brought their family, educated children, and all of those things that are the reasons why EB-5 is such a sought-after program.
Okay, thank you very much for today. It's a wonderful information. It's very bright future that we have the chance to work on this wonderful program to help our client to come to make American dream.
Thank you. We appreciate working with you.
Yeah, thank you.